welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. This one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Evans. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year. They get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Canes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lyle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Sweet cut there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Got it behind the line. It's Lofton. Turning on the Jets. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Hodges. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice...
Wide open on the right. All out of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Hodges. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. News, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Evans. Throwing right. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lofton. Across the 25. He's got room. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Evans. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. That's caught. It's Carr. ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they used great time.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Under fire, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive will open from the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now on second down. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got him downfield. Hits the afterburners. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Try to get it to the edge. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Finds his man. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking for a man. It's Evans. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. He was hooked. Room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Irish!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hodges. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And Anderson wants to throw. With the catch, it's Lyle. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Hodges. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Go up top on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now it's 2nd and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Caught near the sideline, it's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Anderson will throw. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. This 2nd half, they're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Anderson wants to throw. Quickly complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Canes get enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic players.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Second down coming up. Rides the back on the option to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Anderson will throw. He's got him. He breaks a tackle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down. Get it out of my hand. Get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome.
Wide open spaces. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open. He can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
We open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back. And they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Trying the left side. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Anderson wants to throw. The quick out. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from noise.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possessions.
He's going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage to get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Tucson for some time.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Gets it to the back. There he goes! Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Using his legs, it's Young. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Notre Dame right back to the line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Larson.
was a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Anderson will throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Wants to go up top. Using his legs to buy some time.
Oh, that might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot and maybe throw the football down the field. But I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Irish.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That adds their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. The inside handoff. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Anderson wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.